Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Grateful? Can you run the film again? C major, G minor. Set list, right?
Yeah, I didn't have it out. My bad.
Grateful? Whatever. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. This year, I can't greet you in person, but I can still say hello. It's August, it's Thursday, so it must be It's Commonly Jazz. Welcome and enjoy your evening.
So Royce, we're extremely blessed to be here in beautiful Eden Park for another night of It's Commonly Jazz. One of my favorite events of the year. Tell me a little bit why you love this event.
Now, you know we're cheating on the bank, right? We can enjoy this great music and get a chance to experience all this great thing that Cincinnati has to have. But more importantly, you know, this is a way that we're giving back and supporting an institution here in Cincinnati. And just one of the benefits that we get to have is enjoying a music that we personally enjoy. And I don't know about for you what this is like, though.
No, I agree. It is an institution. When you think about it, every August, every Thursday night, you know it's not going to rain, and you're going to be able to come out here to Eden Park and enjoy some great jazz. So we've been fortunate as Fifth Third Bank to be the 31st. This is our 31st year sponsoring.
Yeah.
So again, really excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, institution's been around for 35 years. Think about that, what happens in 35 years. But it's commonly jazz. It's here because you support it, you love it, and we love it too.
Enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm Robert Killens Jr. with the Greater Cincinnati Foundation, and the Greater Cincinnati Foundation is excited to once again be a sponsor of It's Commonly Jazz. This is an awesome 35-year tradition of bringing jazz music to our community, bringing people together around the topic of jazz in a wonderful setting. We are not going to let the COVID-19 stop us. We are excited. We know that this will be a wonderful experience. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the opening night of It's Commonly Jazz, brought to you by Greater Cincinnati Foundation.
Good evening, Cincinnati, and welcome to the 35th edition. Yes, 35 years of Fifth Third presents It's Commonly Jazz. Jazz has been a staple with It's Commonly Jazz now for over 3 decades. Now, while we have to do it virtually this year, that doesn't matter at all because the music is going to be just as hot as it always is. I want to thank the Cincinnati Foundation for sponsoring tonight's opening night of 35 years of tremendous jazz. I'm fortunate enough tonight to have what I've always called our brain trust for It's Commonly Jazz, and I'd like to welcome Ms. Carolyn Wallace.
Thank you so much. 35 years, and that's half of my age, so I'm sort of telling you, not quite, but half. I am as excited to be here. You know, I thought about it and I said, the grass is for this year greener right where you are. We're doing something different because we want to keep this tradition alive. It's Commonly Jazz is, as Phil said, 35 years in the making, and you're part of what we do. And the reason we do it is for the crowd as well as the music. The music will still be as great as always, and what we're really happy is that we're supporting local jazz right here in the city. And it took us a few years to realize that we didn't have to go to Atlanta or Chicago and pick up artists. We had them right here in our hometown. And tonight's exhibit, concert, is going to be a great one. We're glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. And we look forward to seeing you virtually with It's Commonly Jazz this year. Thank you.
We want to thank the Greater Cincinnati Foundation for sponsoring this opening night of Fifth Third Presents It's Commonly Jazz. This year's edition of It's Commonly Jazz, we kick off the series with Erwin Stuckey and the Omega Band. The Omega Band, led by respected multi-instrumentalist Erwin Stuckey, is an eclectic jazz group that represents a nice mix of jazz standards, original jazz, arrangements, and compositions. The band has a fresh sound and approach. So to kick off our 35th year of summertime joy in a big way, there are some new additions to this band. Tonight, the band features guitarist Ben Sweeney, bassist Matt Holt, drummer Isaiah Cook, on trombone Lexi Hamner, and vocalist Hank Stevens. Of course, the band leader, Erwin Stuckey, on the vibraphone. So get your jazz spot together for viewing this lively performance and an incredible night of jazz that's going to be delivered virtually. Hashtag CJazz2020 virtually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we are at the 35th edition of Fifth Third Presents It's Commonly Jazz. It's going to be virtual this year, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be as hot as it's always been. Glad to have with me Carolyn Walsh, the founder and presenter of Fifth Third Presents It's Commonly Jazz. Carolyn, how does it feel to be into this for 35 years?
Great, it really does. And I'm excited about the opportunity that we're taking during this time. I've got a really great saying that I love, and it's by Red Fox. And he says, heroes are not born, they're cornered. And I think this year a lot of us have been cornered, and we've had to come up with ideas of ways we're going to do things differently.
It's always great to innovate. It's unfortunate what has occurred on a national or global pandemic, but it's really great to be able to innovate and still reach the people with this great music. So what made you start this series 35 years ago?
I used to manage Swifton Shopping Center, and we decided to do an event in the courtyards at the mall with music. And we picked reggae, barbershop quartet, and jazz as part of our selection of music. And we found that our audience that came to the mall enjoyed the jazz the best. So we went with jazz. And we've been doing it for 35 years.
Wow. Well, so now, of course, Fifth Third has been a major sponsor of this for maybe 33 of those years, something like that. How did that relationship happen?
At the shopping center, Fifth Third Bank was one of the tenants. And they actually came to us because when they closed their doors at 5 o'clock, we were starting a concert, and they wanted to know how they could get involved. So they actually approached us and said, what can we do to be a part of your event?
Right.
And they've been there.
Yeah. Well, I know that started in Swifton Commons, and of course Swifton Commons is no longer there, but it went to Jordan's Crossing, and then of course at some point there was a decision made to bring it here to Eden Park and Season Good Pavilion. How did that transpire, and what made you go that direction?
Well, when we were at Swifton Commons, and like you said, then it changed ownership with Jordan Crossing, and we did it for a few weeks, but we knew things were changing at the mall, and we were looking for other opportunities. We wanted to grow this event. And what we found at Swifton, because it had been going on for a while, there were people were bringing their parents to the concerts and dropping them off. And we knew if we wanted this event to last, we had to find a way to make the kids stay as well.
Right.
And driving through Eden Park one day, I saw the Season Good Pavilion and said, they don't use that very much. I wonder what could happen if we brought this event to Season Good Pavilion. So we went to the park board and asked, and it was available, and we've been doing it now for 12 years.
Now, every year you have to come up with who's gonna play. Sometimes it's 4 weeks in August, sometimes it's 5. How do you determine, how do you formulate what the lineup's gonna be each and every year and keep it fresh?
Well, I'm always listening to music and listening to something different. Like I said, we always want to do something new and exciting, and I think that's what's kept us a loyal audience, because they know it's going to be something good and sought after. But a few years ago, I was sitting at one of the local night jazz clubs, the Greenwich, and William Menterfield was there playing. And I love this national artist called Robert Glasper, who's way out of my price point. And I'm sitting there going, well, why are you worried about Robert Glasper when you got William Menterfield? And we decided to change the format of supporting the local artists that are here in the city. And we've got so many great artists.
Yes. Now, I do remember one specific thing that I'm sure we probably couldn't get him now, but we had a Grammy winner before he was a Grammy winner, and Mr. Billy Porter.
Greg
Porter. And Mr. Gregory Porter, excuse me.
Yeah. Gregory Porter was the audience that watches and comes to these concerts are always telling me, like, you should check out this and you should check out. Well, someone from Tuskegee, Alabama, who comes up every summer just for our concerts, sent me a YouTube link for Gregory Porter. And I was like, oh my God, we've got to get him. And so we went after him with the help of Jazz Alive and some other folks in town, and brought Gregory Porter to town before he won the Grammy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have foresight.
I tell you what, one of the things that I find to be so amazing in what you've done over these years is you mentioned William Minifield. I remember the first time he performed. What was he, 12, 13?
12 years old. And I was at the shopping center. He actually came to my office and said, Miss Wallace, do you think one day I'll get to play at It's Commonly Jazz? And I think he's opened a concert now for maybe at least four of our concerts over the years.
And we have to refer to him properly now, Dr. William Minifield. So now over 35 years, there's a lot of memories. You have one that stands out.
I've got quite a few. There's been some, great memories for that concert. So Clark Terry, jazz legend, who's no longer with us, was here, and I remember when we were talking about bringing Clark Terry here, and then it became real important on who we put with him, because part of this event grows the audience and helps the musicians here in town. So we put together just an excellent crew to play with them, and I was really happy because then all those guys got to say they played with a jazz legend, Clark Terry.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing is, we know that you are the head of the whole function, but tell us a little bit of something about your crew and who helps you put this thing on.
Yeah, it's amazing that I've been so blessed with the people who showed up. I'm not even sure, Phil, when we got together, but I have Alice Frazier. Gosh, Alice is really polishing up my act. So I'm glad to have her with us, but for those who have come, you've seen her in the audience during the intermission games. It's really important that I have people like Alice who's crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Excellent. Great.
And I have you, who promotes and tells about the concerts each week. I have Vernon Turner. Vernon Turner is actually a former student at Woodward High School, right across the street from where this event started. And he's gone on to be a major graphic artist here in the city, and we're real happy that he's involved with it. The crew's really small, but the support is so strong with the foundation of Fifth Third Bank and individuals like our sponsors. And I have to say we get a sound engineer too, Donzel, who's been with us now for about 8 of those 30 years. But we keep getting and looking for new folks that are going to keep this thing growing.
Absolutely. Now, we know Fifth Third is the primary sponsor here, but I'm sure there's other supporters involved in making this happen year after year after year. Can you talk about how the fans, how others can get involved and continue to make sure that this happens for the next 35 years?
Yeah, I think it's amazing the support we get from the fans. I have to say that they are the ones who really stimulate us and make us work to make sure that we're doing something really good. And they're generous fans that come out each year because they want to see this thing happen. And then, of course, when you have people like Fifth Third, but we've also have the Greater Cincinnati Foundation, Archways, Messer Construction, UC Xavier. I mean, the Cincinnati community has really taken ownership as well of this event. And you can still do that.
Yeah, so how do they go about doing it to get us ready for next year? Because next year I'm confident it's not going to be virtual. We're going to be right back here. Right. So how do they get involved with that?
Well, for one, we said we're going to keep this going, and by doing it virtual, it's actually opening up our audience, because now the folks who you tell about this event can now watch it. And if you go to itscommonlyjazz.com 2020, we've got the instructions to make it easy for you to tune in. And we also have what we're excited about is our watch party boxes. And that's you can find on our website that tells you how you can have your own party safely in your own space and continue this phenomenal jazz event that we do. So I would encourage you to go to It's Commonly Jazz 2020 and get a watch party box. The Watch Party box has got great stuff. It's got your t-shirts that you normally get when you come here. We've got the fans, the programs. We've got some playing cards in there. We've got masks so you can stay safe. Tapes that are 6 feet so you can socially distance. And we just have a lot of ideas on ways that you can enjoy this concert series because we don't want to lose the momentum. We don't want that to happen. And the way not to do that is to get a party box.
How do people get online and support? I heard about the party boxes. How do people get to it?
Easy. You go to itscommonlyjazz.com and punch the tab that says party boxes, watch party boxes, and it'll give you all the information you need.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's been such a pleasure to sit down with Carolyn. Of course, it's been such a pleasure to work with you over all of these years. And hey, guess what? It's virtual, so now it's not just jazz in Cincinnati right now. It's global.
Yeah.
So congratulations on taking Fifth Third Presents It's Commonly Jazz to a global scale, and we look forward to working with you for many more years to come.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. And welcome out there in the virtual world, too. We're the Omega Band, and we're so grateful that you are tuning in to check us out today. On the bass, this afternoon on this lovely, beautiful summer day here in Cincinnati, in the the fifth third bank It's Commonly Jazz Series once again this year. Goes back over 30 years. We're back here again. On bass this afternoon, how about giving a big round of applause to Matt Holt. I see you out there in the virtual world too, in your backyard parties. Show them some love. On the drum kit today, also Isaiah Cook. And on guitar, the incredible Ben Sweeney on guitar. The first piece we did for you was an arrangement, a little clever co-trainage arrangement we did on Softly as a Morning Sunrise, written by Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein. Their music never gets old. And the second piece is a new piece I started working in this summer, new composition entitled Grateful, because I'm grateful every day I have on this planet. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying. We're going to continue on with the Little Blues. You guys enjoying yourselves out here in TV land, in the digital world, in the virtual world? Well, we sure are happy and just really fortunate to be playing this great American art form. We're happy that you're tuning in to the Fifth Third It's Commonly Jazz Series once again. anything? Our seven sets? Thank you. Thank you. How about a big round of applause for the Omega Band this afternoon? Doing a great job. Oh, let's show them a good Cincinnati live and virtual hand clap for these brothers. Let's show them some love, y'all. Don't be tight, Cincinnati. Don't let COVID get you down. On the guitar today, Ben Swinney. Give Ben Swinney some good Cincinnati love, y'all. On the drum kit tonight, this afternoon, Isaiah Cook. I see you out in the virtual world. Keep your hands together, folks. Also on the bass, Matt Holt. And yours truly on the vibrant heart this afternoon, Erwin Stuckey. We're going to continue on with another composition of mine. I wrote it actually back in, I guess it was the winter of '97. I actually have a piano trio recording of it, but we're going to present it to you in this fashion today with rhythm section and vibraphone. It's entitled Content with My Heart. I hope you enjoy it. You guys enjoying this beautiful Fifth Third It's Commonly Jazz event once again, 30 years, over 30 years running. And a big shout out to Carolyn Wallace and Alice Frazier, our main producers, for inviting us to come out and play and really get together a beautiful family-friendly community event. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you continue to enjoy Content with My Heart. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to play out with the more of this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you so much. Another round of applause for the band, the Omega Band here this afternoon. Like many musicians, I've done the school thing, done the academic thing, done the church thing too, and the street thing. But really, jazz, I think, is learned from the community of the musicians and also from the listeners like yourself, the supporters, and when you have young musicians that can mentor along with some of the jazz greats in that area, that's a great thing because it's in the tradition of the African diaspora and African diaspora music as it relates to jazz. The early pioneers, those were the ones that did the mentoring. We know with King Joe Oliver, his standout would change the world, not only for jazz, but for popular music, the great Louis Armstrong. So without King Joe Oliver and some of the other players that were down in New Orleans mentoring him, even from a distance like the great Freddie Keppert, and he was aware of Bunk Johnson, although Louis Armstrong was really young, he still got the mentoring and coaching. So a lot of what I do, I don't think you can actually teach someone. I think you can actually mentor them and coach them in a variety of disciplines in life. So as it relates to jazz and what I do in my day gig, going to the schools around the greater Cincinnati area, get a chance to work with some of the finest musicians in this region, not only coaching them on the music, the notes, the vocabulary for jazz, the blues, and rhythm changes and jazz licks, so to speak. We actually do a lot more of coaching them on life so they can go out and impact the world at large. So one of the finest artists that's come along in a long time, I got a chance to hear her play her first notes in 4th grade. She's a fabulous student. She's going to be a senior at the Berklee College, the famed Berklee College of Music in Boston, under a presidential scholarship. So she's done the academic and the artistic work. Give her a big Cincinnati welcome, the incredible Lexi Hamner. We're so happy that she stuck it out, and I tell you what, we're just getting a glimpse of what she actually does with all her instruments, her array of instruments, and probably of her generation, one of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life, and that's saying a lot. There's a lot of great singers out there. So we're going to present to you Straight No Chaser, a Thelonious Monk piece, and I hope you enjoy it, featuring the incredible student artist Lexi Hamner. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I think we can do better than that. How about a big round of applause for Lexi Hamner on the trombone? And the Omega Band, Matt Holt on the bass this afternoon. On the drums, Isaiah Cook. Ben Sweeney on the guitar. Yours truly, Erwin Stuckey on vibraharp and some piano. We're going to take a short pause because we need to. We'll be right back with a lot more great music for you. And thank you once again.
Well, it's Thursday, it's August, and then you know what? It's not raining.
That's right. It's commonly jazz time.
Right. And we are so happy that the Greater Cincinnati Foundation is being a part of the foundation of a jazz legacy that's happening here in Cincinnati for 35 years.
Wow. So first and foremost, congratulations. That's quite a milestone.
Thank you.
Quite a milestone. And I know you didn't get there without some hard work and some tenacity. So just thank you for bringing this. I remember attending my first Is Commonly Jazz at Swifton Commons. Okay, in the late 80s. So I won't call myself a every year guy, but I've come every decade, that's for sure.
Okay. And there are a lot of people. A few years ago, we asked the audience to come to next week with their old T-shirts, their vintage T-shirts, and we saw T-shirts that went back 20 years.
Yes.
And some of them even had the fans and the collateral. So they treat us dearly.
Right.
And so I'm glad that this year we're able to do this again, and that we're going to be able to do it virtual, new technology.
Yes. Well, I think it's more important than ever, because when you think about the fact that so many of the regulars weren't able to come out and be a part, and rightfully so, this would be something they're going to miss. So to be able to still enjoy quality jazz, local jazz, to connect all of those memories and to do it from the safety and security of their own homes, I think is wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team effort, and Alice Frazier, who works with me, and we decided that we couldn't stop it after 35 years.
Yes.
So we're glad that we came up with the idea of having the watch parties and stay at home and be safe, and then let's go for it next year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Greater Cincinnati Foundation is just delighted to be a part of this tradition. I think Alice said it's coming up on 5 years now, so we're just delighted to add to your long partnership with Fifth Third Bank and others that have been there to support a wonderful, wonderful event. So congratulations, Carolyn, on this just phenomenal Cincinnati tradition.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half of the It's Commonly Jazz Series Round 1 featuring the Omega Band. We're so happy to be here. And before we move any further, I just want to give a big shout out to Donto and Bobby Sharp. Donto, the lead engineer, and Bobby Sharp for providing and doing the drum engineering for us today. And also the camera crew. I don't know you guys, but we're really blessed to have you. And I just thank you all on behalf of the Omega Band. You guys do wonderful work. Get a chance in this business to work with a lot of crews, and you guys never get credit, but I'm going to give you credit today. So bless you. Thank you so much, all right? All right, we're going to continue on with the Joe Henderson piece. Joe Henderson being he's probably my favorite artist, a person who just kept going in this great tradition of jazz, never complained, and really influenced a lot of great saxophone players. And so we're going to, this piece will feature Lexi Hamner It's called Recorder May, one of Joe Henderson's most famous pieces. I hope you enjoy it.
1, 2,
about another big round of applause for Lexi Hamner? Even out in the virtual world, keep it going, keep your hands together. Lexi Hamner on the trombone. I'm sure this industry and this world at large will be hearing a lot more from Lexi Hamner. We're going to continue on. Play out, baby. No, fearless, right? Fearless. One, two, Thank you. Oh, we can do better than that. No Pro Tools, no Ableton, no Fruity Loops, no Logic Pro, no Garage Band. Real live musicians. Let's show them some love. Matt Holt on the bass. Matt Holt on the bass. On the drum set, Isaiah Cook. On guitar, Ben Swinney. We're going to continue on with Miles Davis Standard. That, of course, was a tune. You know, I play piano, too. It's always great to look at the history of the jazz piano. We've had some great piano players in this area, too. Going back to the incredible Woody Evans, Roland Ashby. Wow, man. Phil DeGreg, William Minifield, Donya Stevens, just some phenomenal players that we've heard over the years. And that was in Your Own Sweet Way, composed by the incredible, legendary Dave Brubeck. So hope you enjoyed it in a trio context. We're going to continue on with a Miles Davis composition entitled All Blues. You guys enjoying yourselves and enjoying yourselves out in the virtual world too? Well, I hope you are, because we sure are having a blast here. And once again, thanks again, Alice Frazier and Carolyn Wallace, for inviting us to play at this year's Fifth Third It's Commonly Jazz Series. Thank you so much. Well, all right. How about it for Isaiah Cook on the drums tonight? Once again, on the guitar, Ben Sweeney. On the drum kit, Isaiah Cook. On bass, the incredible Matt Holt. And coming out to play the last tune with us for the set, we're sure to enjoy this beautiful Monday. On trombone, Lexi Hamner. And before I introduce our last musician to play with us today, once again, a big round of applause for Alice Frazier and Carolyn Wallace with It's Comedy Jazz, Fifth Third It's Comedy Jazz. 30 years plus running. They do an incredible service. You talk about essential workers. We can last a while without some things, but no society can ever last without art, which jazz falls under great art music. So we're really happy to be playing this incredible music. A big round of applause for Dontel and also Bobby Sharp, who did the technical work for us and the drum support for us today. And also the videographers. We really appreciate you all being able to capture this and being able to stream it next month. So be listening out every Thursday next month. There's some of the performers you'll see this week will be streamed live. And tell your friends about it too. We have to keep this incredible, beautiful American art form, which falls at the highest level at the African diaspora music cultures. We got to keep this JAZZ thing going. So we hope that you'll support it, continue to support it in the jazz clubs. And also don't forget about us every Thursday streaming throughout August, okay? And yeah, we know it's here, regardless of how it got here. It's not that how it got here, I don't think, with COVID-19. The fact of it is that it is here. And so it's been a long year. I dedicate every performance this year that I do to my father, who's in heaven now, lost him back on Valentine's Day. So with losing my dad this year and also with COVID-19 hit, it just kind of threw my life in a quiet tailspin, and I know I'm not the only one. So we'd like to end our program with some very encouraging words. I think this song came out, I don't remember this when I was a kid, but I remember a lot of Donny Hathaway's work, and I think it's just so appropriate, that first verse, that the world is spinning around. Just don't let it get you down. Just don't let COVID-19 get you down. And take this time to be encouraging, encourage someone else, even if you have to lift out a little bit financially with some finances, with some food, and even more importantly, with some encouragement. So I'm hoping you enjoy this last piece. We're going to bring out a very special guest artist. He's with us tonight. I've done a myriad of gigs with him. A big round of applause for Hank Stevens. Hank Stevens on vocals tonight to close out the performance. So I sure hope you guys enjoyed this It's Comedy Jazz series, 30 years plus today, the first round of it. It sure has been a blessing and a pleasure and a really incredible joy to play for you in this beautiful setting here at Eden Park. So we're going to close out this performance today with a very appropriate tune, I think, or composition, I think. It's entitled, Someday We'll All Be Free. Someday we'll all be free of COVID-19. We'll develop vaccines. We'll do better ways of just personal cleanliness that we don't even think about. We have to think about now. It's getting used to our new normal. So someday we'll all be free. We're free today playing with you all, so we're so happy that you all came out. I hope you enjoy this last piece. Bless you until we meet again. Someday we'll all be free. Thanks.
Hang on to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast, Hold on tight and you will last. Keep your head up high. Never lose your stride. Get yourself in gear. Never lose your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah. Keep on walking tall. Hold your head up high. Lay your dreams right up to the sky. Sing your favorite song. And you keep moving, moving on. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah. Just wait and see, someday we'll all be. Mother, father, sister, brother, take it from me. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Oh, just wait and see, just wait and see, we'll all be free.
Another big round of applause for Hank Stevens, Matt Holt, Isaiah Cook, Lexi Hamner, Ben Sweeney, Erwin Stuckey and the Viper Harp today. Bless you until we meet again. Thank you all so much.
Well, ladies, how are you?
Great. I'm good.
Good. How long have the two of you been working together for It's Commonly Jazz? How did that come to be?
Alice, you're going to have to say
Okay.
because I'm the elder. I don't
Okay.
remember.
I remember I came back to Cincinnati and they were still at Swifton Commons.
Okay, that
And
goes way.
That goes way back.
Yeah.
So then it was really Jordan Crossing at that time.
Okay.
And so I was doing some work, believe it or not, at Cal.
Okay.
And found out about the jazz that was happening in the summer, popped in, and then Carolyn says, you know, we're doing this, and I had a African-American owned skincare company line, and she goes, oh, we need to get you all participating. And so I participated that way, and then she goes,
With
"But
your
we-
product.
with the product, and then
Uh-huh.
she goes, but we really can use that marketing that you do at Cal.
Uh-huh.
And so she got me connected with her team, and then with Vernon, and then Vernon and I became the marketing duo, and it's been almost 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 successful years.
Yes,
Thank
fun
you.
years.
Okay, so this year is different in a lot of different ways. So how did the virtual concept come to be? And first of all, you don't know how sad it made me when Carolyn says, Florence, we're going to have to cancel this year. She didn't say cancel. I was using that terminology. And she said, no, we're going to do something different. We're going to do virtual. So how did that come to be?
You know, Alice, I would first like to say that challenges are not bad.
True.
They allow you
True.
to step back and
And grow.
Grow
Yes.
and see what you're doing. And Alice and I are always trying. We don't just want to put on 4 to 5 weeks of concerts every year.
Right.
We're trying to take them to a new level every. We didn't know we were going to be cornered. I have to say that I have this great saying from Red Fox that says, "Heroes are not born; they're cornered."
Right.
So
right,
you can say this year we were cornered, and
Uh-huh.
so we started looking at how could we do this because we knew it was important to the community that we didn't stop, and we're always taking it to our own level.
Right.
We want people to look at what we're doing. So, Alice,
Well, ironically, when all this happened back in March,
That's
I
right.
knew of some conferences that were looking to possibly shift. And then in my church, I took on video streaming all of the services. So we hadn't done that. And as we got to perfecting that a bit, I said, Carolyn, this is something we could possibly do with It's Commonly Jazz and keep the music going.
Right.
Just like churches keep those services going.
That's right.
We can
That's
keep
right.
some Thursday night fun going. We got our heads together, connected with Easily Blessed Media, got with our own design team with Vernon Turner, and the brain trust said, oh yeah, we can do it. And here we are.
That's wonderful. And it's still, well, definitely it's free this year because of being virtual. But my other thought is, what's next? You know, how do you decide, or when do you decide what's next? Or is that still in the pot, in the making?
well, we want to. This is something that we would love to continue because with the last few years we've been talking about the next generation
Right.
and
right.
and showcasing the great talent that is coming.
So how can I, if I'm watching the program now, I from having watched the first program, I know that you've got a strong support from the corporate community. But what if I, as an individual, or if a family wants to be of support? How can I or they get involved?
Well, there's two things. One is because we've had to go virtual, we've even upgraded what we do on our website.
Okay.
So we have a direct donate button on Take Two. We have a donate button on our itscommonlyjazz.com website. So you can click that in the upper right hand corner and make a donation. And because we couldn't get together live, we created virtual watch party boxes. And so by getting one of those basic ones for $35 or one of our deluxe ones for $75,
Right.
you'll have cups, you'll have yard signs, you'll have the tape measure to make sure you're 6 feet apart. We even got you a mask. I've got one of my old ones here, but we've got 35th anniversary masks, cups, just anything you need to have a good time with 2 or all the way up to 8. Whatever you feel safe with, we've got it. We've got our t-shirts, we've got playing cards. We've even got you ready, hooked up for Labor Day weekend. We'll make sure the jazz stays up so you can have a Labor Day Jazz Fest.
Right. Now, that's another thought I wanted to ask. So, for those who maybe are just coming to hear that it's virtual this year, how do they tune in to check it out?
That's such a good question. So, talked about our website at itscommonlyjazz.com.
Right.
We have a YouTube channel this year.
Ah.
It's Commonly Jazz has a YouTube channel and our Facebook page, which has hundreds, in fact, thousands of folks that have friended us. You can do a watch party right there on Facebook. So you've got 3 places.
Thanks a lot for your time, your information, and looking forward to next year. But enjoying right now.
That's right. Like we say, make sure you go to hashtag ICJazz2020 virtually.
Well, Carolyn, it's been my pleasure to enjoy the music that you bring to us every Thursday the month of August. I look forward to that on an annual basis. But I've always been impressed by the fact that it's free. How have you been able to, for 35 years, keep this wonderful music free?
Well, I have a platform that I stand on, and one of the people, I should say the organization, Fifth Third Bank has been my major sponsor for this event for over 30 years. But also the audience that comes there supports it. Folks are always asking, how can I get involved and how can I support it? And this year there are a lot of opportunities to do just that.
Okay, so Do you have a website?
Yes, It's Commonly Jazz website is a good spot to go to find out how you can stay involved. Obviously, if you're listening to me, you've been involved with this event, and we're going to keep it going for sure. It's
Okay.
35 years, and the best is yet.
So I think I'm hearing you say that in addition to that wonderful corporate support, also I, as an individual, could donate if I so desire.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for, well, is it fair to say being our fairy godmother in terms of the world of jazz and being able to, I'm sure, for those youngsters to showcase their talent, and for those who may be even younger and maybe mom and dad is bringing them to the park to enjoy this music, to sort of plant that seed and say, oh, I could be up on that stage one day. So thank you very much.